Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Trade and Industry warns that the South African Bureau of Standards is on the brink of collapse. Among the issues raised was the agency's failure to perform basic functions, including product testing. The committee visited the SABS headquarters in Pretoria on Monday to assess the situation. In response, the Democratic Alliance is calling on Minister Parkstow to suspend top executives at the Bureau following revelations of document destruction that could be vital to the investigation into the management of the agency. Joining me now is Lizo Makele, who is the CEO of the South African Bureau of Standards. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Makele. Thanks very much for your time. Your organization is on the verge of collapse, we're told.
Good afternoon, Voyo, and thank you so much for inviting us. The organization is not on the verge of collapse. We have heard, Voyo, of the allegations that have been made by the DA Member of Parliament, Toby Chance. I must correct this, Voyo, that this is a view by this member. It's not a view of the committee as far as we're concerned, because we have not seen any communication from the committee of Parliament, but we have seen the member alone making all these false allegations about the SABS. As latest as this Monday, he came here alone as well, accompanied by the SABC journalist, making all sorts of false allegations about what is happening in the organization. We do, Voyo, refute the allegations that are being made by this member of Parliament. He has been making all these allegations without any substantiation. He has not provided any evidence. The organization is continuing to do its work. We conduct testing of products, we certify products, we do everything that you are expected to do as an organization.
Now, it is said that, you play a critical role in ensuring that, the safety and quality standards of products produced here. And one of the allegations is that the South African National Accreditation System has withdrawn its permit. What does that mean, if indeed that is the case?
Thank you very much for the South African National SANAS, which is South African National Accreditation Systems, which provide or gives us accreditation or a license to conduct testing and issue certificates for some of the products. In this case, it's a cement scheme. Where when it came to conduct its own assessment that it usually conducts from time to time, it identified some lapses in some processes that would have led to us issuing certificates when it comes to the cement lab. Not lab, but a cement certificate. So, Voyo, this suspension is partial suspension, and then it only affects new clients that would come to the SABS. So it is not impacting or affecting the existing clients or the work that we do. And it does not even talk to the laboratories. The testing that we are doing in our laboratories, it's continuing. Our laboratories are fully accredited. They have all the competencies, so they are doing it the way they are work. The testing is happening in that space. But as they were conducting the assessments last year, then they picked up that there are certain things that needed to be done in a particular way, but were not done. And then they gave us an opportunity to go and correct that. So there's an assessment that is planned now on the 14th of this month for them to check if we have been able to correct, those processes that we had that we identified as non-conformances. So, and we are very much confident that that non-conformance has been corrected, and then the SANAS assessment that is coming up is going to clear us. So there isn't a suspension of our accreditation or of our license, but it only affected new clients, that you couldn't take new clients now until we have sorted out this. But all existing clients could come and get their products tested, get us to issue their certificates. So it has been happening, and we've been doing our work in that space for you. So I think it's important to correct that SABS is still fit to do its work, to conduct testing in the cement. In fact, in all products that we are permitted to test on.
But isn't that a red flag, though? What if other people were perhaps not as proactive or weren't as fortunate as SANAS to actually identify problems that may well exist and that may well even be widespread?
No, it doesn't necessarily talk to the quality of products or safety of the product for you. It just really talks to certain processes that you need to follow when you do the certification process. So it doesn't talk to the product quality itself. So SANAS, it's their job, it's their a mandate to come and accredit laboratories and accredit certification bodies like us as a standard organization that also provides conformity assessments, that is testing of products and also certification for products as well as the system. So that's the people that give us license and accredit us to do the test and accredit us to do the assessment or the certification services. So as they do that, they just want to make sure that everything that the organization does, an organization of our nature does, that it is done within certain there's certain processes that need to be followed. So as they were checking all that, they picked up that there's something that needs to be corrected as a non-conformance, which is not major. Hence, a partial suspension, not a total suspension, because they could see that it's something that could be corrected within a short space of time, which we have since corrected. It's just a question now of SANAS coming back and verifying, our claim that this matter has been corrected. And then we continue now to bring in new clients. As I say, I must repeat this, it's not affecting the existing clientele, but it's affecting those who would have wanted to get their products tested for the first time and become SABS clients.
Now, your term expired at the end of February and was extended further. And all of this, of course, amid allegations of misconduct, poor governance, fingers being pointed at executives, current and former. How would you describe the situation with regard to the team that you are leading?
No, thanks very much for that question, Foyo. The team that we have, which is pretty much new, Foyo, is doing very well. We were so excited as well in last year when we were tasked to be part of the team that is rebuilding the organization. And there's an excitement as well that came with the seventh administration in terms of the ambitions that they're coming with regard to issues of reindustrialization and also with the new MDDP now that has been approved. So SABS has got a very, very important role to play there in that regard. And the team that we have currently on the ground at SABS, is up to the task. So, and as a result, we have, since then, have been working very, very hard and also involved in the activities of the department, because that's where we take our mandate. So we have been working very closely with them and implementing all the things that we need to do as the entity that belongs to the Department of Trade and Industry and Competition. So Vuyo, the team is up to the task, and a lot of improvement, Vuyo, has actually been realized since that time, because we're getting a very clear direction and guidance from the department. So we are very much confident that the organization, despite the challenges that it has experienced in the past, I think we've been able to turn the corner in terms of bringing stability in the organization, and also charting the way forward in terms of the new strategy. So, and the team has been working very hard to stabilize in that space for you. There has been a lot of challenges with regard to the operational challenges that talk to the, the turnaround times in terms of delivering to the clients, systems, and all those things, which are the things that have been inherited by this current team. But the work that they've done is quite impressive, because now we have been able to bring things to a normalcy, and we are able to service our clients. Of course, there are still a lot of room for improvement.
Lizo Makele, let me thank you very much for your time. He's the SA Bureau of Standards acting CEO, dismissing suggestions that the SABS is on the verge of collapse.